Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's June 9th, 2024. Trying to catch up on some of the things I got to do around here and make a couple of videos about things that are going on. Today it's time to turn the leaf mold, and we do add compost to our leaf mold. So leaf mold is just a process where in the fall time you gather up all the leaves you can from your own property, from your neighbors' properties, from friends and whatever. We're really fortunate enough to have our local town workers use their 10-wheeler trucks and transport from just a couple of blocks away here. We're out in the country, so I'm using it figuratively. A cemetery here, and they pick up the leaves every fall, put them in their 10-wheelers, and they drive over here and they make big piles here. So we get probably 4 10-wheeler loads, maybe 5 10-wheeler loads each fall, and that works out great. And during the winter months, if the weather holds up, I come out and I turn the pile, and so this is what the leaf mold looks like, and we've been using this all along throughout the whole process and all. And then if you watched our videos, you know that we use some of the leaves. We don't break those down. We don't produce all the leaf mold from those leaves. We take some of the leaves and we put them in our, just looking at a fruit here. I'm not sure what that fruit actually is. So anyways, sorry to get so distracted. So some of the leaves we use for insulation to cover up our fig trees. So we're in a cold temperate climate, zone 5A, high winds, typically high snow as well, freezing temperatures, below freezing temperatures, where anything above the ground, the fig trees would just die. And since we want to have the figs produce fruit for us each year, we have a living fence that we keep these as low shrubs like the fig trees, and we prune them back and we insulate them by covering them up with fresh dry leaves from the fall. And then when the last frost ends, we uncover it. We cover it with a white plastic, and I have videos about it. And then we take those leaves, and I brought those down here about a month ago and piled them right here. I turned it last week, and so this is the leaf mold pile as it's growing. Now we did add some of our garden waste and that sort of thing, stuff from our freezers and all. So what's the temperature in it right now? Just over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's see this thermometer here. Yeah, just over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is not thermophilic composting. I've written articles about thermophilic composting. I've written articles about leaf mold. So if you go to our website, mindfullivingsanctuary.com, you can read about those articles. I'm going to keep adding more articles as time goes on about some of the things we do. Cleaning up, so we have the garlic scapes here. We have some of the shallot scapes down there. Material from the aviary as well, and lots of weeds. So I'm going to use Elon, the excavator. So by grabbing it with Elon, I can grab a hold of the pile and sort of stir it up and actually place some of this compostable material in different layers in it as well. So I'm just going to move this pile, turn it in a sense, and lay it right over here again where I moved it from the other day. Now I used the green machine, the Avant 860i, to take it here and pile it here this last week. But this time I want to get a really good mix. This way, when I grab it with the scoop on the excavator, I can, I'll fluff it up, if you will. Allow a lot of air in there, because we want this to be decomposed aerobically, not anaerobically. So and we've had rain lately, so we want to keep the material mixed, moist, oxygenated, and keep feeding the system as well. And this was all inoculated initially by leaves and material off the forest floor. So it's fungally dominated, but there are bacteria, protozoa, the various ciliates, the microarthropods, all the nematodes. Everyone's in there doing their job along with the bacteria as well. So we're going to turn that now and see how things work out. Okay, that worked out pretty well. Elon, the Takushi TB290, is a fantastic tool for making short work of a pretty significant job if I were using the pitchfork like I used to do in the old days. Tractors and heavy equipment, man, they really pay for themselves over time. And they are expensive, and I'm mentioning this because I get comments of, you know, it's just not worth doing unless you have heavy equipment. And I've responded to those comments and saying it depends on what your goals and aspirations are, and if you want to devote some time to using, getting it done on small scale. For many years, we didn't have tractors or any heavy pieces of equipment, an old ratty wheelbarrow and all, starting off in the 70s. So we're fortunate enough now to have some really decent equipment that makes short work of things, and we can turn what is waste, leaves from fallen from a cemetery, into beautiful soil and all. And I have articles on our website, Mindful Living Sanctuary, on how we make soil, the different ways of making soil and all. And this is one of the ways that we are creating soil. This is an amendment. Compost is an amendment. Minerals, fertilizers, those are all amendments, but these are all how we make soil. So that worked out pretty well. It's not perfect over here. I don't get everything completely cleaned up, but we got all that material mixed in together, and we'll see how things work out. We'll use some of this to inoculate the leaves that we get coming this fall, but this will look more like this within a month's time. And of course, because it's not thermophilically composting, and the article on composting goes over that on our website, it doesn't destroy all the weed seeds. So there are weed seeds in here. And you can see some of the squash plants that we have that are just shooting up from this material as well. But it's viable, beautiful material that we can grow our food, grow our fruits and vegetables, grow our nuts, all of those things, and improve our lives and keep the material from going up into the atmosphere for a bit longer, and build a greener world. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below, and certainly visit our website, mindfullivingsanctuary.com, to read the articles that I've mentioned related to these topics. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye now.